Hey everyone, okay, so today I'm going to be giving you my thoughts on the new foundation by Dose of Colours. And as you know, I'm a big fan of the eyeshadows. I think they're extraordinary. So this has been it's been a really good foundation. Now I've had this for a while now, which is, tends to be the way with me. I tend to keep things for a little bit before I do reviews because then you really know how things are going to work. So they sent me 3 colours. Now neither of them or either of them or all 3 of them are not particularly my shade. So what I'm going to do is just mix a couple and we're going to kind of hope for the best. Now it doesn't really matter, to be honest, whether or not it's a perfect match. Worst things happen at sea. So I'm going to just start with the application. Now I like to just kind of dot foundation on like this and then kind of blend. What's that on my finger? I don't know what that is, but it doesn't look healthy. So taking my number 13 brush, I'm going to now buff this onto the skin. So depending on the amount of product you use, generally speaking, this is a medium coverage foundation and it gives a medium finish, but you can build it up if you are going for a more full coverage look. Now I like to use the number 13 brush pretty much for everything because you can buff this with foundation, then you can go directly into powder, which is what I'll do in a minute. It's just a good all-rounder. And again, I'm really kind of buffing it. Now I used a pump of foundation and you can see that there is still a lot of product left on there. Okay, so I'm going to add just a bit more, kind of sporadically, but really just around that kind of area. We're not going to use a concealer for this tutorial because I can't be bothered. I'm just going to wash it off, you know. I'm not going to stay like this, you know, all gorgeous and flawless. I'm not going to stay like that. Not when I'm in my own house. No one going to see me. Ever. Yes, I am a recluse and I quite like it. Thanks for asking. Humans, I don't like them. Never have, never will. Okay. So this is, I would say this is probably half a pump of foundation. Now we're going to use the full amount because waste not, want not. So I'm just going to dip it in and we're just going to go for it. But generally speaking, this was one pump and it a little goes a long way. Let's just destroy my beard. Why not? This, depending on the amount of moisturizer or primer that you've got on, this doesn't slide around too much is what I'm trying to say. It actually is quite a good it's setting. So this is their sponge. I'm just kind of just pressing it in a bit more. What is going on with my hair? Don't wash your hair before, or don't put anything in it before a video, Wayne. So let's do some powdering. So I'm just going to use an old favourite, which is the Laura Mercier, and it's just the translucent powder. It's just a great one. You're looking for a budget one, RCMA, they're really close. So I'm using the same brush that I used with the foundation. This is why the 13 is so good. And I'm just going to kind of sweep it first and then just buff it in. Now obviously if you have dry skin, then any form of buffing is a bad idea, including using a foundation brush. I wouldn't bother. Is it me or is the lighting in here? In the monitor it looks really bright. Let me just try and turn that down slightly. That looks a bit better. Look at that pink ear. I'm not going to cover that. Okay. So as with all things, anytime you put foundation on and sweet FA, you know, sweet FA, nothing else, then you're going to look pretty bloody awful. So let's add a bit of colour and then we'll complete the look. So I'm going to use my airbrush and I'm going to use Charlotte Tilbury in Pillow Talk, and I'm just going to sweep across, and I'm just going to go high up on the cheekbone in a kind of angular motion right there, just to add a little bit of colour. And anytime you kind of do is that fly? Anytime you kind of do an angular stroke, you want to then kind of go in and buff it just so that it isn't too angular. Look at that red here. Where is that red? There it is. Whatever. And because I'm not going to use bronzer, I'm just taking it, the center shade, and I'm just, go away fly, and I'm just going to, I can't kill it, you see. I'll open the door, but it won't go out. It stays in here. It likes it in here. And it only likes to come out when I film. So I'm just going to just brush it gently by the hairline, because it just adds a little bit more warmth to the hairline, and that kind of makes it look a little bit more realistic. But generally speaking, it's a beautiful foundation. And I didn't really expect anything less when it came to the Dose of Colours, when they decided to venture out into the skincare and the makeup side of things, so should I say. I expected excellence, and I absolutely received it. Wonderful product. And I'm not saying that because they sent it, because if I didn't like it, I just wouldn't speak about it. I'm done with really awful, the internet is so foul with people wanting to tear things apart. I would much rather just not speak of something if I don't like it than draw negativity towards something. And I'll tell you for why. A while ago, a long while ago, I did a review on a product, and I mentioned that it caused me to break out. And then I happened upon a forum, and in that forum there was this huge thread, and it said that don't buy this product, it breaks you out. Don't buy this product, I saw this on a video, it's going to break you out. And I hated that, because that is absolutely not true. What is true was that the product broke me out. Might not break you out, it was a cracking product, but it just didn't suit my skin. And that bothered me so much that I never wanted to speak about products that cause breakouts again, because what breaks out me may not break out you. This foundation could break you out, but it's not going to me. That's the beauty of skincare. Our skins are so different, and when it comes to things like that, I just rather not speak about sort of, things that are going to cause, unless it causes an absolute horrific reaction, that's something. But, products cause breakouts, and that's why I don't really discuss the breakouts side of things, But there you go. Bored myself silly there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye. Okay, so if you stayed to the end of the video, you're in for a little treat. So maybe you're not, but what I wanted to say was a big thank you actually to you as a viewer and a follower. And also because I feel like I want to just take a moment to thank the quality of the subscribers and followers that I have. Oftentimes, because the internet is an ugly place, and with everyone being offended at every single thing and trying to destroy someone, I always feel so great when I look at my subscribers, because I don't see them tearing each other apart in the comments. Even when somebody leaves a really negative comment towards me, I don't see people tearing them apart and trying to destroy them. And that makes me happy. Not everybody is going to like everybody. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I'm not even my cup of tea. So I completely appreciate that. But at the same time, there's ways of dealing with it, and you could just brush it off. I do, it's fine. And the fact that you are so respectful and kind to each other in the comments the majority of the time, and you don't engage in this hatred war, makes me feel incredibly just proud of the quality of people that follow me and watch me and comment. So I just wanted to say thank you very much for all that, because I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, bye-bye.